Skylar Barreras, and I will be informing you on why you may not be getting enough sleep, what sleep deprivation may cause, and strategies that can help you sleep at night. Now, the National Library of Medicine had surveyed 256 college students who resided in the dorms, and they asked them one question: why are you not sleeping at night? Now, these students came up with a multitude of reasons why, and the three biggest ones are tobacco, family trouble, and depression and anxiety. Now, some of the other reasons were stress and loud music. And you may be thinking, well, I'm not a dorm resident, so what's keeping me up at night? Well, your causes could be screens because we're too busy scrolling at night. Another one could be alcohol, and alcohol will help you fall asleep, but it will not help you stay asleep. And we also have diet. If you have a large meal before bed, your brain is too busy focusing on digesting and not focusing on sleeping. Two other reasons are restless leg syndrome and sleep apnea. Now, the Hopkins Medicine had published four of the biggest reasons as to what could happen if you do not get a good night's sleep. And it could lead to insomnia. It could also lead to risk of a car crash because you're driving while you are exhausted. Another one is type 2 diabetes. And lastly is impaired brain function. Now, lack of sleep will not necessarily lead to death, but lack of sleep will lead to impaired brain function, which then can later lead to death. Now, excuse me. So, according to the BEMS report, melatonin is a hormone that regulates the body's circadian rhythm. Now, there are melatonin gummies that are on the market, and these are not FDA regulated. And a lot of times they have inaccurate labeling, which some bottles can contain more or less than what it's supposed to. So the side effects can be severe and can lead to feeling hungover and groggy the next morning. So a lot of doctors really do not recommend taking melatonin gummies if you are not sleeping at night. Now you're thinking, well, then what do I do? Well, I got you. The Harvard Health and Mayo Clinic had published what you can do to get a better night's sleep. Now, these are strategies that you can implement. One of them is music. I personally listen to Disney lullabies before bed, and this helps calm me. But you can also use white noise, and this will help you focus on other things rather than daily stressors that could be keeping you up at night. Another one is exercise. Now, you don't have to be a bodybuilder or someone who regularly goes to the gym, but just a simple walk around the neighborhood will help kind of relax those muscles and get the blood flowing. Another is a nice, warm, calming bath. Now, you can throw in bubbles or you can do sorry, a lavender like bath bomb, and all of these will help calm you down. Now, another big suggestion that they have a dark and quiet room. So if you have a lot of light, well, then you should probably use blackout curtains to help keep the light out. So all those dorm residents that were having parties, well, they're going to need a nice quiet place so that they can sleep. And three of the biggest things that you should not be doing is alcohol before bed, alcohol and tobacco, because these are stimulants and they will keep you awake. And another is your screens, like the phone or the TV. You really should not have screens before 30 minutes before bed because, again, it's a stimulant and all it does is just wake you up rather than help calm you down and put you to sleep. Now, Harvard Health had also published a really big strategy that we can implement, and that is that the bed is strictly for sleep and sex. So this means no laundry, no reading books in bed, because all you're doing is teaching your brain that the bed is for fun activities. And you might be thinking, well, sex is an activity. And yes, that's correct, it is. But the sex releases oxytocin hormone, which helps reduce stress and will lead to a better night's sleep. And that's why they say that the bed is strictly for sex and sleep. So I hope that you guys can implement these strategies tonight. And if you don't notice a difference, don't worry, it takes time. So just be patient and strategy that we covered, and hopefully you all get a better night's sleep tonight.